Hey guys, Sabla here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are here debuting week 1 of the Malamar Games on the channel. Now this is a league that I am participating in, which is looks really fun. There's a bunch of really cool content creators. You've got Kevin from Pokesports, you've got the Nino Poke Bros, a bunch of others as well, along with some really good players in there too. So really looking forward to that. And what sets this league apart from other leagues is basically each week what's going to happen is the format for the week is going to be decided based on a random spin of a wheel on a bunch of different wacky formats. So this week, you're going to see in a minute, is going to be all holiday themed. So every Pokemon that gets used has to be based on a holiday theme, which is really cool. That's week 1. Kind of probably one of the more basic ones, honestly. But then you have some other wacky stuff like Middle Cup. So it's not Little Cup, and it's not fully evolved. It's kind of like the middle form. So only middle form Pokemon are allowed. Then you go from that and you go to really wacky stuff like all weakness policy. I think there's a format in there as well where everything has to be over this amount of speed. So like just a bunch of really fun formats, guys. So it'll be different, changing each week. Figured it was really fun for content, and it was something I didn't have to take super seriously. But with that, guys, we have week 1 coming up in just a second. Of course, we are up against Ashton. I don't know if I said it in the video, so I am going to preface it here. But we are up against Ashton, guys. I will leave the link to Ashton's Twitch down below, so definitely make sure you go check them out. And I will catch you guys in the actual battle. We're going to jump into things here in week 1. Currently slated against Ashton Cox. And, guys, in a format, or in a, I guess, a tournament with a bunch of creative formats, you got to think, at least in my opinion, I think Ashton is probably going to be one of the main threats in this league, because Ashton is such a creative builder. So despite like the leagues changing, the formats changing every single week, I do think that Ashton's going to be one of those people that's just going to be able to surpass any sort of craziness and just build crazy with it, Let me say good luck, have fun really quickly before I forget. And I say we jump into things here. So I did happen to build this team with Pangy here. Just felt like, we don't actually play each other this season or in the regular season, so always good to have a sounding board to throw some ideas around with. And we figured, you know what? Hard Trick Room is the wave. There's not a whole lot that really goes about it, that really goes about stopping it, so this is what we're going with. Now, it's weird, right? Because it's one of those things where, for me, when I play Trick Room, it's game 1 is I gotta get room up. If I can't get room up, how did they stop it? Game 2 and 3 are make sure I get room up, right? So I think this way, and the best concept here is I want to go in DD Hat, but Duraludon is an easy one. It's such an easy play for my opponent. And I don't know how I want to do this anymore. I'm going to go in DD. I'm going to go in DD Mudsdale. Stack Attacka Glacier, I think. I'm going to regret this. This is definitely not what I'm supposed to be doing. But like, that Duraludon terrifies me, right? Just because I can't lead in DD Hat. I want to go in DD Hat, but I know that Duraludon is coming, and this is what the Mudsdale is for, right? I want to keep this Mudsdale on the field. I want to at least pressure the Duraludon on the lead, and that's what. Yeah, there it is, and there it is. All right, so I do pressure that Duraludon on the lead. Now, is it enough to stop it from Dynamaxing becomes the question. Because if I think it's enough to stop the Dynamax, I don't Dynamax. However, if I'm not Psychic Terrain in DD. Yeah. This is fun. Yeah. Well, I don't know how I win this game anymore. So they have free fake out here. I was like, oh, I'm safe. I don't have to max. But now we're in a spot, like, what would they switch in? I feel like Ludicolo is a very safe switch in for my opponent. So this, to me, is one of those ones. I'm going to click Expanding Force. And I think I'm going to high horsepower. I'm going to pressure the Dura. Basically, because if they do want to swap it, yeah. If they swap it out, at least, if nothing, at the worst case scenario, I'm getting some decent damage up. But not having Psychic Terrain here is super unfortunate. Because it would have been massive damage, right? Like, there's no doubt that's massive damage. And the worst part is, my stack attack is Psychic Seed. So I literally have no way to get the stack attack as item to proc. Like, this couldn't, like, I couldn't have forgotten a more crucial ability. Like, I couldn't have forgotten a more crucial ability. But we're gonna roll with it, and we're gonna see if we can make something happen out of nothing here. Yeah, no, there's no way this is being maneuvered. I'm gonna expanding force, and I think I'm just gonna accept the fact that, you know what? I'm actually gonna high horsepower the Raichu. The Raichu doesn't scare me though, more so than the stack attack. So I can't. Is that body press? I guess it's okay. Yeah, this volt switch is fine. Indeed, he's killing on the field. I don't really want them to go too much into things right here. You know, Duraludon's gonna make its appearance at some point. If I can get through the Ludicolo though, I might be alright. There's the pulse coming in to set the rain. Unless you forgot Drift, no. Yeah, no. Not having Psychic Terrain on his Indeedee is detrimental. Ludicolo is actually going to substitute, which, pretty cool play. Happy though, Expanding Force hopefully breaks it. I know I don't have the terrain up, man. If I just had terrain, and I was sitting here spamming Expanding Force, I honestly think I have this. But that doesn't break the sub, guys. That without Psychic Terrain does not break the sub, and I think because of that, this is just GG. Like, I have a tough time believing anybody is pulling this back, and it's even Raindish as well, so that Ludicolo just gonna sit here on the field, looks to be built super bulky, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Like, at this point, it's one of those ones where I'm sitting here, I'm just basically scrambling. There's nothing, there's legitimately nothing I can do. I'm gonna protect. I can't even, I don't even want to do that, because like, I'm just gonna lose the horse. I'm gonna lose one of my horses. Like, I want to get Stack Attack in for free. And then maybe try to get Follow Me Up. So I'm gonna let Mudgel go down and pray that maybe that works and I miraculously have found some sort of end game here. And I think I just high horsepower. Body press to potentially break another sub if we get the opportunity to. I mean, but guys, I can't say how detrimental not having the terrain is here. This is so bad. Ludicolo is going to sub up once more. Are we going to see the Blizzard from the Politoed, actually? So that could actually miss, which is very promising. But of course, they're going to hit, which is completely fair to 70% accurate. Blizzard's going to come out, going to connect him to Mudgel. Thankfully, no freeze and body press. Now, I want to know if body press alone takes this out. Mudgel's got a pretty decent defense stat, but without the boost, I don't know if it will. Yeah. So we got a Ludicolo sitting here behind a sub, and I don't know what I'm really gonna do into this. Gonna expand it. I want Mudgel dead at this point, and I'm gonna buy. I don't want to body press again. I think at this point I just start. Rock Slide's probably the safest play I have. Like, in all honesty, I don't. Like, I'm scrambling, guys. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I am 100% completely scrambling at this point. There is every sort of game plan that I thought I had lined up into this. That Politoed is the most accurate Politoed I've ever seen in my life, by the way. But every game plan I thought I had lined up into this league, it's just not gonna happen this week, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to somehow make something happen, and I don't know if I'm gonna be capable of doing so. Ludicolo getting healed back up as well. Now I protect. Basically, I have to keep Indeedee alive so I can get Follow Me, Trick Room with Stack Attacka, and then max my Stack Attacka and absolutely pray. Like, there's no other play here. Like, I Rock Slide because it should break the Ludicolo now and then tips down to Politoed, and then hopefully I can get Follow Me, Trick Room, and you pray that works, you know. They're actually gonna hard switch the Politoed back into what? Raichu? Dura. Okay. So they're trying to not give me, they're trying to make sure I don't get Follow Me Tricker. And it's gonna work because my Dura answer to get this up was Stack Attacka with Psychic Seed. But Stack Attacka can't click the Psychic Seed button. Mudgel's alive though, so it's okay. Unfortunately, Rock Slide not gonna do all that much. I mean, I don't know what more I'm supposed to do in this game 1 here. I cannot believe I forgot to make this thing Psychic today. That is actually detrimental. Anyways. I do break the sub. At the very least, I do break the sub. So, and we crit the dirt. So, if anything was gonna go my way, it was that. But I don't know how I'm supposed to pivot this because I legitimately can't do anything. Like, Expanding Force doesn't even break the sub of Ludicolo. Like, what am I supposed to do right here? Like, there's nothing I can do. They're gonna substitute, but now the question is, do they take out Indeedee? I don't think so. I think at the very least, Indeedee gets an Expanding Force, and I attempt a high horsepower. And like they should substitute and just kill horse. They're actually gonna max though, so maybe this gives me an outside shot, but this just means I lose Indeedee, doesn't it? Like in my eyes, this just means this is a substitute and I lose Indeedee to the Duraludon attack. That's the way I look at this. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else to go off of here. This is just super unfortunate. But anyways, we're trying. Darkest is coming out. Down goes Indeedee. As I figured, and I don't even know if they stop. They might just take this kill and move on with their lives, you know? They legitimately could just take this kill, move on, and say, you know what? Let's just sweep this guy. It's time to sweep. There's the orb on the Dura, which is super expected, and there's the Giga Drain to deal off with the Mudveil now. My win con clearly doesn't exist. Like, it just doesn't. It just does not exist. But we're gonna try. Because how do they play this? The rain is gone, meaning maybe if they're... Okay, so what? There's Substitute, Protect, Giga Drain. And I don't know if we saw Fake Out from this Ludicolo, so I would assume it's got a water move. Access to water moves are very, very slim in this meta. But, yeah, but you know what? It's a for fun league, and... You know, I don't know, I'm just trying to justify in the back of my mind that maybe this isn't so bad, maybe we can at least have fun in this video, but yeah, I don't know if it's really gonna happen here. I have to get room up and I have to max Glacier. There's just no other option here. This is the option, and I quake. There's no other option. Like you know, there's just nothing. Indeedee Stack Attacker was a perfect lead into this for game 2 because it guarantees room up because Duraludon can't kill plus 1 special defense Stack Attacker, but because I don't have Psychic Terrain, I can't even get the Psychic Seed. Like it's just nothing. We're gonna try, and we're gonna have to get super aggressive, but I don't know how we're gonna actually make this happen. There's a Steel Spike, so maybe I actually get room up. Oh my goodness, that does way too much damage. Glacier bad. Maybe I get room up. Because if I get room up, there's an outside shot. Not a good chance, but a shot. But I don't think... It's going to be sub. Okay, so I'm going to get room. So at the end of the day, I'm going to get the Trick Room. I don't think it's enough for this Max Quake to take out Duraludon in 2 shots. Actually, though, it does appear that it is. So I get another Quake into the Duraludon here. I force basically a Max Guard coming out of that slot. Yeah, this is the method of this game is how do you manage to pull this back after you don't after you bring the wrong abilities. Okay, so this will 100% take out the substitute, which I think is by far the correct play. I could call the guard. I don't want to call the guard because right now with the Quake boost, Ludicolo is not killing anything, so I'm gonna go after the Dura. That's to protect from the Ludicolo now. That's really good for me, I think. More so the question of, are they going to be a double guard? Protecting guard is perfectly fine. I mean, I still drop the Quake boost into the Dura next turn. I pick up a boost. And then I somehow have to take advantage of Trick Room. Now, do I want to call them switching out? Because Rock Slide should break the sub as well. It's a pretty offensive Stack Attacker. It's more so the question of... What comes in? Well, I mean, I Quake, right? Like, there's no reason for me not to Quake. It's alright. Yeah, no, there's no reason for me not to Quake. I Rock Slide Quake. Because Dura doesn't switch out here. There's nothing it switches it to. Like, I mean, Politoed comes in, but it does not appreciate taking anything. So, Stack Attack is gonna Rock Slide. Hopefully gonna break the sub on this Ludi. I don't know if I get out of this ever. Did it actually? It didn't. This Ludicolo is bulky. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, Quake is gonna kill the Dura. But that also means it might not have a lot of attack investment, meaning I should be able to survive things coming into the end game here. The problem's going to be, can I actually kill it? And I don't know if that answer is even a yes anymore. Like in my back of my brain, I'm like, yeah, I can kill it. And now I'm like, wait a second, no, I probably can't. I don't even know if I can. What, Giga Drain coming out? Okay, so there's no water move on the Ludicolo. It's Leech Seed sub. it gives me an opportunity to actually maybe sweep the rest of the sides and then deal with this Ludicolo in the endgame. But I do believe my health is too low. I don't think I can do anything about it. I believe I'm too low on health. I just don't think I can pull this back. I think it's just I'm too low. So the Raichu's going to come in. You know that thing's going to be stacked, and you know it's going to click Fake Out. Now the question is, where does the Fake Out go? I'm going to try and hope the Fake Out goes into Glacier as I Rock Slide here. I'm going to try and get that call right, but I don't think that's the right call. I think it's just Fake Out into Stack Attack here every single time, while they get the lead seed into the Glacier to just start chipping that down. Once they get the second lead seed up, this Ludicolo is basically unkillable. So what I need to do is I need to find a way to miraculously pull this game back. At least they're going to protect, of course. They have no reason to protect their Ludi because they've got the Fake Out pressure. Okay. If nothing else, we're maybe pulling this back. Okay, Rock Slide coming out as well. This one should break the sub onto Ludicolo. Yep. Okay, and we have one more. This is maybe an outside shot, and there's the lead seed into the Glacier. So I don't want to say there's an outside shot, but I am going to point out that, yeah, there might be an outside shot. So I think it might be best case scenario. Well, we got one more turn left of room. I think it's best case scenario to not kill Raichu, because that should allow me to get Trick Room back up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double into a very obvious Ludicolo Protect here. And I'm going to hope that the Raichu just wants to try and go down. Now, it might Volt Switch out to cover for that and guarantee it to get the Politoed on the field. But there's not much I can really do versus... Actually, I'm going to Rock Slide. I'm going to Rock Slide Ice Suppress. You know the Ludicolo is protecting here. But I don't know. Will we see what Raichu goes for anyways? Because, like, part of me really wants to make that call. And I think I need to make a call like that to win this game. But I also think maybe getting a defense boost on Stack Attack here might make it to a point where Body Press may be able to out-damage stuff. But the problem is, and the problem always has been, I can't get through the lead seed. Glacier does not have enough health to make it through these turns. And I just have a useless item on Stack Attack and a useless Indeedee now. I don't know what the... I need it to be maybe Muddy Water and miss. But I mean, I don't know what I'm even supposed to do here. Like, yeah, I've got the boost. Maybe Stack Attack gets room back up. And that's my win con. And then I protect here. But I think this Politoed is just going to click that water move. Stack Attack is just going to go down. Even though despite the +2 defense, which is super, super nice here, I just don't think it's enough to win this game. The lead seed on the Ludicolo is just too much. Like, I can't break this without a reliable way to get room up. The lead seed goes into Glacier. It's got to be a water move, right? Or that. I mean, Trick Room's back up, but I don't have enough health to get through this anymore because the lead seed's going to take me down. Tad bit unfortunate. Was kind of really hoping that maybe I'd live that a little bit more, but I can't break through this anymore, guys. It's just not possible. I do want to see how much a close combat does from my Glacier into this Politoed, because I am at +1. So if close combat can get the kill, and if they go for something like Leech Seed and miss, they're still an out. I have no intentions of forfeiting in these games. But I don't think this is killing Politoed. Okay, I mean, can you miss a Leech Seed, Ashton? I don't think Leech Seed is even the correct play at this point, but maybe it is. If they miss Leech Seed, maybe I do pull this back. Like, I should not be this close in this game, but not gonna get defense drops, and they're gonna sub. Okay, so the crazy part here is they're gonna protect now to get it. They're gonna basically stall their way out of Trick Room, is what they're gonna do. They're gonna protect, then they're gonna seed, then they're gonna protect on the last turn of Trick Room. Right? What I need to do is I need to get to a spot where I've broken... What do I have defense-wise here? I should be +1 special defense, right? Yeah. High horsepower will break the sub. It's my most accurate move without dropping the special defense that's going to allow me to live a leaf seed. So this is a protect from their end. No surprise here whatsoever. I don't think I win this endgame, but we're going to give it a fair old try. You know what I'm saying? High horsepower into the protect is fine. High horsepower into the next turn to break the sub. And then what they're going to do there is they're going to leaf seed. Now, I want to protect to stop the leaf seed, but I think my only win condition is just dodging a leaf seed. Because if I protect, they're still behind a sub, and then they just get, you know what I mean? It's useless. So in this case, it's basically I have to just pray that I can somehow get through this Ludicolo by dodging a seed. High horsepower is going to come on out, should break the sub. I am +2 attack. I know this Ludicolo surprised me all day, but it's not getting, it's not getting through that. The Ludicolo now is going to click leaf seed. It is going to connect, unfortunately. Now it's a very simple protect. Do I even bother playing this out now? Because I'm 55. If I dodge leech seed, there's a chance. But because I didn't dodge the leech seed, it's an easy protect for their end, and then the Giga Drain finishes me off. There's no reason to play this one out any farther. We'll get to game 2. Alright, so that was a detrimental game 1. Obviously, I played to my out of dissing the leech seed there. But after that, I mean... yeah. Yeah, this was fun. This was fun. We're going to play with the same rules. Okay. Guys, like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say other than I basically took myself out of any sort of chance I had in this game. If there was ever a chance I was winning this set, it's just non-existent now. Like, if I miraculously take a game, I'll be shook. But we're gonna try, Because Indeedee, despite not having the terrain, is still kind of decent for follow me helping hand support. But I'm pretty confident you know what we're gonna see, right? We're gonna see this Ludicolo be a lead here, and there's nothing I can do. I just can't. I mean, Stack Attacker gets room up. Right now, maybe I can catch them because I led Mudsdale. They might not lead Dura, because Stack Attacker Glacier actually applies a certain amount of pressure. Actually, I'm gonna lead Hatterene. Because at least it's damage, right? Like, it pretty much sweeps the team if room goes up. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to see basically if I can force my way into Trick Room. I want Mudsdale still, and I still want Glacier. This is one of those ones where I basically just want to see if I'm capable of somehow pulling off a game. Because, like, even if this works for game 2, there's no way it's working in game 3. Like, all my lines are so limited now. Like, everything is just taken away. But we're gonna do our best, guys. So I wonder how many people actually clicked out of the video. They're just like, yeah, no, we're not watching this. After the after they realized I wasn't Psychic Terrain hat, wasn't Psychic Terrain Indeedee. Like, I wonder how many people just said, nah, we're out. So there was protect, sub, leech seed, Giga Drain. So they can't fake out. So I attempt a Trick Room, and I'm going to try and protect here, I think. Like, it gives me an out moving forward with potential max Stack Attacker next turn, because max Stack Attacker can't see. You know they're going to max the Dura. Now, here's the thing. My Stack Attacker was built to survive max Steel Spike, max use Duraludon with Psychic Seed. Have plus no special effect. I don't know if I'm taking this. I don't know if maybe they're going into Hatterene here. I need to come up with some sort of maneuver that's actually gonna somehow win me this game, and this is a prayer, guys. This is all this is. This is a prayer. There's a Steel Spike. If it can go into, no, it's going to Stack Attacker. Gonna take it. Is it enough to get room up, or did they target me? It's probably a sub, right? Hopefully it's a sub, and maybe Stack Attacker can do something here. They're gonna correctly make the right play, and that's just, like, there's just no win con now. Like, the game is simply over. Simply put, the game is over. Like, you know what I mean? Putting this simply, the game is over. And I don't think there's a way to put it in another word, in other wording, you know? If I hard switch Mudsdale there and Trick Room with Hatterene, I have a shot. But I don't know how I make that call other than just hoping Ashton subs. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do in that spot. Like, my entire game plan is just out the window. We go... I think it has to be Mudsdale. But, yeah, guys, this is just one of those ones where this is just sad. Like, This is actually just kind of sad. I have to max the horse, but that's dumb, right? Like, I don't have an answer. There's nothing I can do. I need a double protect, but even then, even a double protect I don't think wins me this game. But I go for it because it's my only option. I need a double protect and I need to crit the Dura. Maybe twice. Yeah, no guys, this was just over when I unfortunately didn't have the Psychic Seed. Cause like in DD Stack Attacka, if I had the Psychic Seed on stack is a lead into this and it just shuts them down entirely. I stopped all fake outs in game 1. Honestly, I might have been able to take game 1 too. But like, I don't know, this is just one of those ones where they no longer need to be worried about me not clicking, me being able to click, them not being able to click fake out, right? They no longer need to be worried about the Stack Attacka, you know? They don't need to be worried about the follow me. It's just too many things now that they don't need to be worried about. I do not get the double. It's going to be a Steel Spike. I'm going to lose the hat. There's nothing else I can do. There's just nothing I can do here. If they're smart, they sub, maybe drop a Leech Seed, realizing that Hatterene slot is gone. Knowing they're killing the Hatterene slot, I feel like you get the Leech Seed up just because it gives you an opportunity. It's guaranteed. But they're going to Giga Drain, which is fine. Mudsdale at least tanks it, but like, guys, it's getting out of this just doesn't exist anymore. The Quake's coming out. Into the Dura, not even close to enough. I am going to need to crit it as my win condition here. It's just, this doesn't exist, guys. Guys, I tried. I promise you I tried, but like that, the one slip up of not having terrain, and I feel like that's all I've said the entire battle. But really, there's nothing else to say. Like, I'm trying, guys. I really am. There's just nothing else I can do. Like, I can't even get room back up anymore, you know? Like, yeah, this is just kind of sad. Anyway, Steel Spike coming out as they should every single time. Into my Glacier. Gonna do some decent damage. Nothing I can do about it. And now, by the way, guys, I haven't even pointed out the fact that this Ludicolo has +3 defense. This is a Leech Seeding Rain Ditch Ludicolo that now has +3 defense. So, like, I haven't, behind a substitute, and I haven't even touched it yet. I have to kill this Duraludon. Like, this is unwinnable. I'm gonna try, because maybe there's some random world in which I somehow crit things and get some double protects and make things happen here, but it's just not likely in this case. Like, this endgame just doesn't exist. I knuckle into Duraludon and pray for a double. And then I pray that because the only thing I have going for me is the lack of damage output from Ludicolo. Right? Ludicolo's damage output is basically 0 right now, despite Giga Drain healing them up. So it's one of those things where if I can somehow kill everything else and get this double, there is an outside shot, because this should easily be a flash cannon, no problem, no doubt in my mind. Yep, there's the flash cannon, no doubt in my mind. So I'm going to tank that. They're going to Giga Drain as well into the Glacier, just making sure they pick up a knockout there, which is nice, and they're not going to get it. Here's a Knuckle, so, I mean, Duraludon is gone. I don't want to think there's a chance, guys, but like, I've got Quake Boost, I've got a +1 attack boost as well. It all depends, like, can I out-damage the Ludi is going to be the question. It's literally sitting behind a sub. I really doubt that I can. But we'll see what they have in the back. I mean, I don't think I'd ever get through this game, but it's going to be... The thing is, though, like, the way I'm looking at this right now is that it's Raichu and most likely Politoed again. And I think there's an outside shot, maybe with some Leech Seed dodges, that we can get something going for us here. Now, we haven't seen the Sash. In my eyes, it is most certainly on Raichu. So I'm gonna Rock Slide, and I'm just gonna High Horsepower and double the Raichu here. They can only fake out one of us. They'll fake out the Mudsdale since they can't protect. Okay, they fake out the Glacier. That's fine. Leech Seed's coming out for sure. Gonna connect into the Glacier. Okay, I mean, once again, like I said, the main concern, the main thing that I have going for me right now is that they can't really do damage with Ludicolo. That's massive damage into the Raichu right there. Glacier's gonna flinch, of course, because of the sub. Now, what's gonna happen here is if I'm Ashton, it depends. If he doesn't have if he has no water move on the Politoed, I call the fact that he's going to switch Politoed in right now. I think Rock Slide High Horsepower does enough anyways into a Politoed since I'm at +1 with both of them. Like, that should be enough to kill a Politoed even if they make that switch in and then forces Raichu back on early. And if they don't make the switch in, Rock Slide kills the Raichu anyways and then High Horsepower goes into Ludi to break the sub. So I think it's okay regardless. Looks like it's just a Protect from the Ludi, yeah. So Protect from the Ludi, I could see a Volt Switch if they have it, because that's their best way of damage. It's actually going to be Charm, so if there was ever a chance, there is no longer. I mean, the end game is still crit these guys, you know? Rock Slide, please connect into Raichu, just to guarantee things. But, okay, I mean, not going to get a kill, doesn't need to. It's actually better that it didn't, because High Horsepower comes out and actually gives me a Beast Boost, not a Beast Boost, sorry. A Chilling May here, but like, I don't think there's a chance. But like, I don't want to give up. Like, I just want to get this thing as close as possible. But anyways, Leech Seed's gonna chip down to Glacier one more time. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna come down to basically me needing to crit into crit into crit. I think I'm gonna need 3 straight crits, and it is gonna be the Politoed here. And you know, it's just unwinnable. Like, at this point, like, it was unwinnable the moment it was not psychic terrain on Indeedee. Like, it's just super unfortunate that I completely forgot. We double the Toad and hope we kill the Toad. I'm +2, so High Horsepower should pick it, along with another High Horsepower. Ludicolo is gonna Giga Drain into themselves. Is it policy? Or is he just flexing on me? It's policy, okay. Honestly, either way, it's hilarious, but still. Either way, it is hilarious. And there's a Hydro Pump. Dodge? No, never lucky. Hydro Pump going into the Glacier here. Gonna take me down. Honestly, what's funny is if this kills Politoed and I had protected, there might have been an outside shot, but I don't even... Had I protected, they gave me a shot with that. Had I protected, they gave me a shot with that, which is absolutely insane in my opinion. We start going High Horsepowers, and maybe we outdamage this Ludi with a million crits, but it's not gonna happen. See, when I was +1 attack, okay, could have used that in the last game, but when I was +1 attack, right, it would have been at least okay because a crit would have actually done damage, right? But now, I'm not even breaking a sub with a regular hit. So even if, like, they need to miss another Leech Seed, I need to break the sub, but then they just resub and I still can't break it. So I'm actually going to forfeit here, guys. I'm going to respect Ashton's time. There is no world in which I'm outpacing this Ludicolo here. They have sub next turn. They probably, actually, what they do is they protect, then they sub, then I don't break the sub, then they Giga Drain, then they protect, then they protect so I don't break another sub. They get another turn of Leech Seed. And they constantly do that, and I actually never get an attack into a Ludicolo that's not behind the sub. So I'm gonna forfeit. I'm gonna respect Ashton's time. And honestly, guys, Ashton deserves that one. I mean, I tried my best given the circumstances, but honestly, guys, I'm looking forward to the rest of the league. I believe next week is basically gonna have to be gotta go fast. Basically, so it's gonna be every Pokemon has to be over 100 speed. So I'm really looking forward to that. I will not mess up my abilities for that. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in a future video, hopefully with the correct abilities.